I'm Teodora. I work as a clay 3D printing at LAMÁQUINA, and she's Hazal, our robotic expert at LAMÁQUINA. She's more focused on polymers, so our presentation is gonna combine our two focuses on the company, the clay and the polymers. I will start a bit with the intro about LAMÁQUINA. We are a 3D printing center in Barcelona, Spain. And our main focus is to improve the quality of construction sector. So our applications and our 3D printing applications are mainly for architectural purposes. Our main focus, I guess, is interior design and from time to time exterior applications as well. Our workflow, let's say, it's mainly digital. We start with a lot of simulations, from splicing the geometries that we receive from the clients, analyzing the geometries, convert them in 3D printing objects. Then we plan ahead the production series, we plan ahead the packing and the shipping, so everything. We use, I guess you're familiar with the term digital twin. We use very much this simulation and one-to-one simulation in computer. Then the material is the bridge in between the simulation that we do in the computer and the technology that we use, in this case CEAD extruders, for example. For the circularity, we were mentioning before the materials that are our bridge to make everything happen. We are in the process of obtaining a grant for improving the material sector as well. And for us, it's very important that we create a complete ecosystem. For example, we take the material, we take the waste and we transform it in something else. And this is the bridge that we are mentioning. And of course, the extruders that we are using and the technology, the 3D printing technology, is a medium that is allowing us to basically do these steps. We are mentioning, on the next phase, we are mentioning about programmable materials. One of our companies inside of Lumena Group is PureTech. And in PureTech, we develop a mineral compound that is enhancing the carbon capture. So we aim to implement this in 3D printing technology as well. In 2020, we printed the Spanish pavilion that was using PureTech polymers. These are our three compounds that we aim to absorb. As we were saying, we try to implement it in various materials. The direct applications are, right now we use it for 3D printing as well in terms of a coating. We actually got certified for that. These are some studies that we did, I think the project started around 8 years ago. These are curves that we recorded during these years in order to implement the data in the formula itself. What you see in the background, for example, is a pavilion that we printed for Stella McCartney, and it traveled for COP 2028. Right now it's in New York somewhere.
I will go through quickly the polymer, and then I will give the microphone to Theo for the clay that she is expert on. So we have a couple of projects. This is the one of the biopolymer that we printed on fabric. And these are the pure plants that we again use biopolymer, and then we also implement PureTech on this material. And then for the Milan Design Week, we also printed in big scale. And this is a facade in London that we've been printing, I think, 2020, and then we reprinted again for another BAFTA theater this year, and we finished it this year. And this is the Spanish pavilion that Teodora mentioned. So here we use the technology of PureTech on biopolymer, and this is a Spanish pavilion in Dubai in 2020. So we started with small, medium and large scale printing. Now we are focusing mostly on large scale, but this project we printed with medium scale printers. And then now we are making this one in big scale for other projects. And this is the Stella McCartney pavilion that we printed for COP28, and then we relocated this in 2 months ago in New York for Stella. And there, of course, as we mentioned before, we are using CEAD mainly. We have now 5 robots. One robot is assigned to clay, and then we have clay machines as well. And then we have here 4 robots and 4 CEAD. So this was the production of Stella McCarthy Pavilion. And it was a full production around 1 month only for this project. And this is a pure ceiling that we printed again with medium scale machines. This is also with pure tech material that absorbs the CO2. And this is presented by Dubai. We printed this again, I think 2021. And now for presented Dubai, we are also printing a couple of more projects with robots. And this is the production that we use medium scale machines. And this is La Manso Barcelona. We printed this one with CEAD technology, with wood fiber material on polymer. This is Solelico. We printed with glass fiber polymer, again collaborating with Mitsubishi, with CEAD. And this is WOW Madrid. Should be in 2018. And this is presented by Riyadh. We printed with now biopolymer before in 2020. Now we printed again for Riyadh with PETG. Now we are currently on production with glass fiber material for again presented by Riyadh, and we are today printing glass 2 pieces in our factory that will go to Abu Dhabi next month. And there also again we, as Teodora mentioned, we are with 3 companies together, and this is Noumena. They are also capturing the movements for the human, and there we are tracking the human movements, which shoes or whatever they have more interested to give the feedback to Nike.
Here we are showcasing a part of a project that is really interesting for us. We are printing some molds for the company that is producing the tiles for Sagrada Familia. These molds are going to be used during the firing process of the clay tiles. So basically they are designed as a supporting system that shrinks in the same time in the clay. The clay production is a bit more permissive in comparison with the polymer ones. We are very focused on growing this part of LAMÁQUINA as well. We started with very small applications, and we ended up, as I said, into the construction sector to basically print this type of molds. This is a very...
But again, biopolymer?
Yeah, it's again biopolymer. It's the Pinco store in Rome Fiumicino. Was a really interesting project. I think it's already showcased in CEAD marketing. We created some molds, we printed with PIPG, and yeah, it was really interesting for us. It raised some challenges. It's a non-planar printing, and yeah, was a hustle. This is Respira. It's a project done in collaboration with IAC Barcelona, and we used the PureTech technology on it. I think right now it was installed in a school in Spain, somewhere around Barcelona, I think. Again, clay printing. This is a project for Accenture. It was some ceramic columns that were accommodating some vegetation from time to time. I think the full columns were around 2 meters or something, almost like a human scale. We spliced the design. This one in particular was created with I think with a robot and with a small printer as well. This is a collaboration that we had with a ceramist. As you can see, we experimented with the glazing. It's a state-of-the-art glazing on top of 3D printed ceramics. These are some decorations as well. The height of this one is around 50 centimeters, so it's we talk about large-scale clay printing. This is again a collaboration with IAC Barcelona. It's an urban farm. I think right now they are somewhere in Portugal, and the clay is used here as a medium of supporting life. As you know, the clay it's a wonderful material that holds and contains water for a prolonged time, so it has a release and absorption of water constantly. Therefore, it's allowing life to grow. As you can see here, for example, our pattern that we designed and engineered is actually containing some vegetation in it. Behind the process, we printed, for example, we printed the full pot. It has a wall to support it, and then at some point we break it. We created some slits that we can break after the firing. to avoid deformation. Everything that is inside of this bar in Barcelona, in W Hotel, it's called Noxe Bar. Every part of the design was 3D printed. As you can see here, for example, you have the kitchen wall. It was printed in polymers, and the bar is printed with ceramics. We experimented with a lot of materials here. It's really nice to visit it. It's open to the public now. I think it started in the spring to be open to the public. So when you pass by Barcelona, go visit our work. And I think this is one of our last projects. I'm not sure how much we can mention about it, but we are pretty happy with the R&D that we did. We experimented with different type of clay paste, with a different type of granulations of shamota. This is like sanded, recovered clay that is fired and crushed, and it's basically like a cement base. It's giving structural integrity to the whole object. So we're pretty happy. You are going to see more news about this soon, in a couple of months. Yeah. So if you come in Barcelona, come visit us. This is the address.
Thank you.